I'm currently in a space where I'm trying to untangle my mind. I have so many ideas swirling around, and it's hard to grab one. I've been chasing money on autopilot for months, not taking time to even enjoy the fruits of my labor. I was honestly numb, emotionless, like an ant just getting the money, taking it back, repeating, letting all my good ideas disappear in the mist. It wasn't until last night, as I was packing up my car to take things upstairs, that I realized I need to take a day, not to sleep in or do housework, but to actually be, sit with myself, hear and acknowledge my thoughts. I love learning about manifesting and esoteric stuff and how our thoughts shape our reality, how we are in control of the good and bad things that happen to us based on what we believe to be true, what limits we give ourselves without even realizing it. I also believe knowing is power, especially with spotting patterns in my behavior that are keeping me in the same loops of life. So I have to choose to understand my thoughts on purpose. But something that holds me back is being in the same cycle of going to work and going home. And a belief is that there's not enough time. But it is. I just have to take it. That's the thing about creating the life you want. You have to take time to set your intentions and live like you have it. Of course, I want money. But if I had money, I wouldn't be an ant back and forth with no detouring. Sometimes you have to leave space for the uncertainties. I have a hard time with that. Even thinking outside the box of what else I'd be doing if I wasn't in the day-to-day rat race. I want to live comfortably, not like I'm grateful my bills are paid and I have a forever home way, but I have a private jet so baby can be the first one in line to name baby animals at a zoo somewhere. So how do I live like I already have that? The first step is getting as relaxed as possible and letting my mind wander. I'll link things that I use to help me if you want to check it out. The next is letting my thoughts play out, catching the negative ones and redirecting them to positive ones. For example, I recently hit my target weight, and a thought I keep having is I don't know how to eat. Since I was mostly on a calorie deficit for almost a year, I ate the same thing so I could eyeball the portions. Now that I can resume, I don't even know what to eat anymore. Like, I don't want to go back to the foods that made me overweight. But before I get too far off topic, since I noticed the thought is I don't know how to eat, I can redirect it to something like I can try new recipes, or I can find healthier choices to create the foods I used to eat. That way I don't hold the negative thought. I also get caught up with writing things down. Like, some things are necessary and journaling is supposed to be helpful, but what good is it if you don't look back? But that's a topic for another video. I feel like if I write everything down, in some cases, it feels like more pressure. I'm starting a newsletter, magazine, blog maybe, somewhere where I just write my thoughts and try to build a community. And when I think of something I want to say or a section I want to add, I've been writing it down. But you know what's not out? The blog magazine thing. It's causing this sense of it has to be perfect, and that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the messy, unfinished thoughts, questions I want to know others' opinions on before I decide how I process it, and then maybe make a YouTube about it. It's called the in-between. I did one episode, issue, post, whatever it's going to become. It's done. I'm just talking about my man, since I'm sprung at the moment. But it's a good example of living in the uncertainties. I knew what I wanted, how I wanted it and focus my attention on it. And now that I have it, well, him, I'm starstruck. But thanks for sitting with me. I'll see you in the comments, maybe the community. Like, share, comment, check my links. Okay, love you. Bye.